episode of Animal Kitchen with Dr. Nicole featuring tegus. So as you can see, tegus are reptiles and they are lizards and they are really, really cool. This is Angus. Whoop, I think he's coming behind me. And he is huge and awesome. He's a really, really fun, sweet lizard. So tegus, there's dozens of species of tegus and they come from Central and South America. And they can come in a variety of colors. They can be black and white or red or blue or albino. And the males can get up to be 3 to 5 feet in length. So they're really, really big lizards. And they can also have these huge cheek jowls. So I'll show you on Angus if we can get him out from behind me. Come here, Angus. Hello, buddy. So you can see on him here, see these huge cheek jowls right there? That means he's a male. So the females will have much more streamlined faces and they'll also be smaller. So a little bit shorter and not weigh as much. The males can get up to 35 pounds. So tegus can be really cool species to keep in captivity, but they are so big. So if you are going to keep them in captivity, you do need a really large enclosure that's at least 6 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet, if not even bigger than that. So they have plenty of space and room. They also need a really nice soft substrate, which is the material that they live on, to be comfortable. Oh, where are you going, buddy? Hold on, let me pull him out. I think he's trying to get under the bench. Hi, buds. Whoa, let's scoot you away from getting under the bench. I'm gonna scooch back just to protect this corner. So the substrate needs to ideally be able to hold a lot of moisture because they do need a high humid environment. So anywhere from about 75 to 85% humidity, so higher than we're used to. He is very determined to get into this corner. Come here, buds. What are you doing? You want to climb over this way? He's so sweet. So when you're choosing a substrate, it's ideal to have like cypress mulch or the coconut bark. Even like a soil sand mixture can be okay just to hold that humidity in place. And you need to make sure the substrate is at least 8 inches deep because they do like to burrow and bury themselves. Hey buds, let's redirect you this way. Whoa. You want to go this way and explore this way and not under the bench? There you go. Now the other thing about them is they are actually omnivores. So just like us, so we're omnivores too. So that means they can eat both vegetable and plant matter as well as animal matter. So they can have fruits, veggies, seeds. Whoop, he's like, I really want to get back there. Okay, you go back there, buds. Seeds, eggs, smaller lizards, other small animals, small mammals. So they have a wide variety of food they can eat. But it is really, really important when they're in captivity that you use the calcium supplement and the multivitamin supplement that you would for a lot of the reptiles we've talked about, because that helps make sure they don't develop something called metabolic bone disease, where their bones become really weak and rubbery. That's really not good for them. So in captivity, they do need those supplements on their food. And the other important part of that is a UVB light. So UVB lights mimic the natural sunlight they would get, and that also helps them with their calcium vitamin D synthesis and helps prevent metabolic bone disease. So in captivity, they have to have a UVB light. They have to have an appropriate temperature range. So the lower end of the heat range should be about 75 to 85 degrees. The higher end of the temperature range should be closer to 85 to 90 degrees, up to 95. And then they can even have a basking site of about 100 to 110 degrees. So their hottest area of their enclosure should be pretty hot for them. So because they do come from tropical environments, so like tropical rainforests, savannas, down in South and Central America. So we need to make sure their heat is high enough and their humidity is high enough for them. So the other important thing, oh, he's chilling in the corner. Look, he got tired and now he's just sleeping and hanging out. Oh, he's so sweet. So in their enclosure, they should be able to sit in a water container as well. So ideally, you'd have a big enough container where they can soak and, you know, kind of like taking a little bath if they want to take a little bath. Now, make sure the water isn't too deep because you don't want them to drown. So it should still be pretty shallow, but big enough for them to soak in. So if you have a smaller tegu, you could use like a kitty litter box. If you have a bigger one, you might need like a bigger Tupperware container, but that the sides are low enough for them to easily get in and out of. So that's important too. Otherwise, the females will lay eggs. So I know we've talked before about reptiles either being viviparous, where they have live young, or oviparous, where they lay eggs. So this species does lay eggs. They also can have salmonella in their feces. So just like with any reptile we've talked about, it is really important to wash your hands really well after handling reptiles before you eat. So that's not going to hurt them, but it can hurt us if we ingest that bacteria. So we don't want to do that. But they are, as you can see, really cool species, very intelligent. They can be great pets where if you get them from a young age and you handle them enough, they tend to really like their owners. They can even be housebroken where they can learn to go to the bathroom in certain places. So they're really fun, very cool pets. Even though they're huge lizards, you wouldn't expect them to be so docile and so fun to have, but they can actually make really nice pets, and they're very cool. Angus, you want to come say goodbye one more time? And then we'll say goodbye. Whoa, he's like, I'm tired. Oh, here he is. Thank you for being in my video, Angus. You're such a cool buddy. And that's it, everyone. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.